Today I am with the lovely Ros, and she's very passionate about so many different areas. But before I choose one, I'm going to ask Ros to first introduce herself and what she does.
Hi, my name's Roslynn Chalwell and I'm one of the co-founders of Just Simply Health, and our products are natural health and beauty.
That's so cool, because I love to be naturally healthy and beautiful. Business is a great roller coaster, and you've had some great ups and some great downs. Can you describe? I think you mentioned before we started this interview. You mentioned about some of the struggles of getting products online. Could you tell me your journey there?
Because it's a process. You find a product that you love and you believe in and you want to sell. You source the product, and then you need a platform to sell it. So we picked an online platform, and we thought it'd be pretty easy once we sourced the product and we had it physically in our hands, that we just put it online and people will start buying it. We didn't realise that would be the hardest process, to actually get it online, especially through Amazon and Lazada, the hoops you have to jump through before you sell.
It's hard sometimes in business, guys. And look, you see Rose's expression just now. So tell us about some of those hoops, just so that people who might want to put their own business online through those platforms. What was the hard things? What really got your heart boiling?
The language difference, because where Lazada at the moment, even though it's all over Asia, it's particular to that country. So you got Lazada in Philippines, Lazada in Singapore, Lazada in Taiwan. So it's all different. So getting it on the Filipino site, you had to deal with the second language. You had to deal with what they actually say is not what they mean. Their videos. Their videos of how to. So you would go in and watch a video of how to put the description online, and it would be 4 minutes long, but they'd only tell half the story. So you'd go in and you'd put the description, you'd follow their rules, put the description on, but then there was all these other questions that they didn't follow on with other videos about. So then you'd have to contact them online, and you'd have to wait 24 hours for them to get back to you, and they wouldn't always answer your questions. So you then have to write it a different way until they eventually understood it. So in the end, we used the people on the ground in the Philippines to ring them directly and ask the question over and over again until they got the response that would lead us onto the next step. And as you can imagine, there are a lot of steps, and 3 to 4 months to get this product online, and so customers could buy it.
And what about Amazon? What were the challenges with Amazon? Because that seems like a pretty easy thing to do.
Amazon the same, except for not the language difference, but the delay in answering your questions. Their videos are a little bit more in depth, and also being in different time zones, being in Australia and ringing them in America, and their rules also. They say they have, this is all it costs to sell on Amazon, but when you start selling on Amazon, all these different costs come through, so what your profit margin is not what you think it is.
So if I could, because there's so many different ways I can take this interview. You're just sharing so much valuable information to our readers who want to take their businesses online. It sounds like you wanted to get online almost immediately, you had the energy, but it actually delayed you by 3 to 4 months. And so it sounds like what you're sharing is, guys, really try and start 4 months in advance, even if you haven't got all your products ready, because by the time you get through the questions, you'll be doing. Yes. Any other tips you can give from your learning experience there?
Sometimes you just have to do it. and you learn as you go. So we rolled out one product to start with, so we could write down the process. So when the next product was coming online, we knew exactly what we were doing. We knew the obstacles, we knew the questions we had to ask to get the quickest response, and we knew that it wasn't going to be immediate.
Apart from the language and the lack of information on how to use their systems, are you able to remember two of those obstacles and how you overcame them? Because I know it was a while ago.
Overcome would be perseverance, and in the end, that's right. When we first got a product, we went through their website and got all the information that we thought we needed. So we put one product on, and then they said to us, "Oh no, you need at least 15 products to sell with Lazada," because we found out that that's where you get the best results if you've got more than one product. So we fought to have our one product. We had different products coming online, but we were going to space them out. So my business partner basically got online and wrote a very strong-worded, yes, very strong-worded email until they basically allowed us to sell the product.
Right.
And that took days, actually a couple of weeks, back and forth, until she got what she wanted.
And with regard to the Amazon costing, what do people actually make from Amazon as opposed to what you read? What are the profit margins on that?
And that all depends on what you're selling and how much you're selling it for.
Right.
And if you're going to use advertising through them to push your products up, because it's a lot of the market's saturated, so they pick that market, bring in another product, but spend a lot of money pushing it to the top. So when people put in, just say eye cream, that they're on the top page, but they could spend hundreds and thousands of dollars just on advertising. We stopped selling on Amazon because it was just too difficult for us, and so we went over to the Asian market.
Right. Ros, that's just some great information for our viewers, and I just want to thank you for that. So guys, go global, but really understand and spend a bit longer than you actually think to get your products online. Ros, any other tips before we close?
Persevere, keep at it.
Yeah.
But it's not going to happen overnight. But it will happen if you love what you're doing and you believe in the product.
Have a look at Ros's and her partner Serena's website. See how it's been constructed. What's the URL for that, Ros? JustSimplyHealth.com.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can't get 10? Gonna get 12%?
No. Would you rather have 6% of 10 million?